You're Drifting Off with WSLP AM, Big Rapids. WSLP, Sweet Baseball.
The Northwoods Baseball Radio Network presents Sleep Baseball. Tonight, from Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan, it's the Cadillac Cars hosting the Lake City Loons of Lake City, Minnesota. And now, the voice of the Quint Cities, Wally McCarthy.
When it rains porridge, beggars have no spoons.
Well, good evening once again, friends. We're glad you are able to join us this evening from Foghorn Field. Settle in for the next couple of hours with us as we bring you all the lazy action from here in Cadillac, Michigan. It's the Cars hosting the Lake City Loons this evening. And this is the first trip to Foghorn Field for the Loons. And tonight, a dozen lucky fans will participate in a hot dog eating contest near home plate. And the winner will receive a generous gift certificate courtesy of the fine folks at the Pine Tar Lodge. And it is a perfect night for a ball game here in northern Michigan. 68 degrees at game time with a light breeze blowing out to center field. Let's take a gander at the starting nine for the visiting Lake City Loons. Lamont Bradless will lead off in right field. First baseman J.P. Primero will bat second. Batting third, third baseman Billy DeJesus. In the cleanup spot this evening, second baseman Nate Colbert. Franklin Vega will bat fifth. He's in center field. Catcher Jose Sunderland will bat sixth. Batting seventh, left fielder Gloveless Joe Topanga. Shortstop Ford Stipe will bat eighth. And batting ninth, right-handed starting pitcher Curtis Sanborn. This will be Sanborn's first start for the Loons. He was recently acquired from the Winterset Dukes, a beer league in Winterset, Iowa. Those are the Loons. Here are the Cadillac Cars. Gilligan Parker leads off in left field. Shortstop Pinky Slauson will bat second. Batting third, second baseman Flipper Cortez. Third baseman Shiny Patterson will be in the cleanup spot this evening. Batting fifth, first baseman Philip Nakamura. Catcher Giovanni Gasparo will bat sixth. He's back in the lineup this evening after missing the last few games due to a tumbling injury. Batting seventh, right fielder Gabriel Palomar. Center fielder Fritz Ortega will bat eighth. And batting ninth, right-handed starting pitcher Rolando Padalina. Padalina enters tonight's contest with a record of 9-6 with a 4.26 ERA. And before we're underway here at Foghorn Field, it's time for producer Phil to pull a name out of the fishbowl for tonight's Instagram winner. You can have your name added to the fishbowl by heading over to sleepbaseball.com and following us on Instagram. If that sounds like the kind of thing you're into. And tonight's winner is Cassie B. Congratulations to you, Cassie. Producer Phil will be in touch on Instagram to work out the exciting details. And crew chief Brent Vargas hollers play ball. So we are underway here at Foghorn Field. And Lamont Bradless checks in against Rolando Padalina. Righty against the lefty. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he takes a curveball outside. 1-1. The 1-1. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Fastball called a strike at the knees. And Bradless is down on strikes for the first out of the inning. And with the one away, the batter will be J.P. Primero. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Slider misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that slider is called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. Fastball high and tight, and that brushes him back. 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted behind second base. Cortez is under it. And he makes the catch for out number 2. And here's Billy DeJesus with 2 down and nobody aboard. DeJesus is a switch hitter and he'll bat left against Catalina. And the pitch. Curveball down and in. 1-0. And the 1-0. Ground ball to short. Slauson scoops it up and fires to first to retire Bradless to end the inning. Rolando Padalina with a 1-2-3 opening frame. And after a half, it's Loons nothing, Cars coming up. Here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Buddy Palmer here from Palmer's Pro Shop at the Whispering Pines Municipal Golf Course. We've got clubs, we've got pull carts, we got visors, gloves, and other handsome golf attire. And if you need to brush up on your game, enjoy a lesson or two from one of our expert instructors. Come on by and see us at the Whispering Pines Municipal Golf Course, just north of Big Rapids on Northland Drive. Palmer's Pro Shop, serving the Quint City since 1975.
And welcome back with us from Foghorn Field on this beautiful night for a ball game. And a special hello to Robbie Dittmar this evening, listening to us on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network from the home of the first professional baseball team, Cincinnati, Ohio. Thanks for listening, Robbie, and we hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast. No score here as we begin the bottom of the first, and Gilligan Parker checks in against Kurt Sanborn, a righty-lefty matchup. And Sanborn's pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. 0-1. And the 0-1 misses downstairs. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Spanked into left center. Vega drifting over. And he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. And here's Pinky Slauson with 1 away and nobody on. righty against righty. And the pitch. Curveball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Slashed foul and into the stands. And that will be a nice souvenir for that young man who snares it up in aisle 31. And the 1-1. Grounder to short. Stipe is up with it, and he fires to first to retire Slauson for out number 2. And Flipper Cortez digs in with 2 down and nobody on. Cortez is a switch hitter, and he'll bat left against Sanborn. And the pitch. Hammered foul and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he takes a fastball outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And he fouls another one off. 1-2. And now the 1-2. Bouncer to short. Stipe has it and tosses over to first to retire Cortez to end the inning. We've played one scoreless inning here at Foghorn Field, and we'll be back in a moment with the second inning here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey there, it's Dana Dedrick, and I'm thrilled to bring you Love Notes, where we blend the best of smooth jazz and relationship advice to create a cozy late-night listening experience. Finding love and keeping it doesn't have to be so mysterious. Tune in weeknights at 10 p.m. to unwind with some mellow melodies and get tips on how to build and maintain healthy relationships. Love Notes, weeknights at 10 p.m. on WSLP, Big Rapids.
Top of the second inning here at Foghorn Field in Cadillac. Still no score here as Nate Colbert steps into the box against Rolando Padalina. Colbert is a switch hitter, and he'll bat left against Padalina. And the pitch. Fastball inside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Lifted to left field down the line. And that one will knuckle foul and into the stands, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball upstairs. 2-1. And the 2-1. Swung on and hit in the air to right field. Palomar will have room. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And here's Franklin Vega with 1 down and the bases empty. Vega is also a switch hitter, and he'll bat left against Catalina. And the pitch. Popped foul of first and into the stands. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball up at the chin. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Slider in the dirt. 2-1. And the 2-1. Roller to first. Nakamura will have it unassisted, and he steps on the bag to retire Vega for the second out of the inning. And Jose Sunderland digs in. A righty-righty matchup. And Catalina's pitch. Fastball up and in. 1-0. And the 1-0. Hammered foul and out of play. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Big chopper to short. Gobbled up by Slauson, who fires to first to retire Sunderland to end the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning for Rolando Catalina here in the top of the second, and it remains a scoreless contest. We'll be back in a moment with more baseball here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Wally, McCarthy, and producer Phil back with you here on WSLP for the bottom of the second at Foghorn Field. Still no score as Shiny Patterson checks in against Kurt Sanborn. Patterson is a switch hitter and he'll bat left against Sanborn. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball up and in. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Slider misses low, and Sanborn falls behind, 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch. And he takes a fastball for a called strike. 3-1. The 3-1. Chopped foul and out of play, and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Driven into deep right field. Bradless racing back. And that one will bounce off the top of the right field wall. Patterson hustling for second. And he will slide in safely ahead of the throw. And that's a leadoff double for Shiny Patterson here in the bottom of the second. So a runner on second, nobody out for Philip Nakamura. Righty against lefty. And Sanborn from the stretch. Slider misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Lined into center field. That one drops in for a base hit. Vega has to play it on a bounce, and Patterson moves up safely to third. So Cadillac has runners on the corners with nobody out for Giovanni Gasparo. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Fastball just misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Hit in the air to shallow center. Stipe drifting back. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Patterson has to hold at third. And here's Gabriel Palomar with one away and runners on first and third. A righty-lefty matchup. And Sanborn's pitch. Fastball paints the corner for a called strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. And that fastball is down and away. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Driven to deep right field. Vega racing back. And he'll run out of room as that one sails over the wall. And that's a 3-run homer for Gabriel Palomar. And the Cars are on the board. And it's a 3-0 ball game. Bases cleared. One away for Fritz Ortega. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Slider misses low. Ball 1. And the 1-0. Fastball high and tight. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Hammered foul and out of play. 2-1. And the 2-1. Lined into left center. And that one drops into the gap for a base hit. And Rolando Padalina checks in with a runner on and one away. Righty versus righty. And Sanborn from the stretch. Chopper to short. Stipe to second for one. Over to first just in time. And that's a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. But the Cars score 3 runs in the frame. And with 2 in the books, it's Cadillac 3, Lake City nothing. We'll be back with the 3rd inning in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey kids, this is Blink Rederson. I'm here at Ted's Fishing World, and I just want to say they've got some great deals for people that like to fish or wish they could fish. They have reels, and they have lures, and they have bait. RLB, they call it. You can get the RLB specials 25% off if you mention my name, Blink Rederson. Ted's Fishing World. If fishing's in your head, trust Ted. Ted.
Top of the 3rd inning here at Foghorn Field. Cadillac leading 3-0. The Loons will bring the 7, 8, and 9 batters up against Rolando Padalina. And Joe Topanga checks in, righty against righty. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike, 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball misses low, 1-1. And the 1-1. Fastball cut on and missed. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses very high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2. And he chases a low fastball. And Topanga is down on strikes for out number 1. And Ford Stipe steps in, righty against righty. And the pitch. Hammered foul and out of play, 0-1. and the 0-1. And that fastball runs wide, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball taken for a called strike, 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And Stipe strikes out for out number 2. And here's Kurt Sanborn with 2 down and nobody on. And the pitch. Fastball up and in, 1-0. And the 1-0. And he takes a low curve, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball called a strike, 2-1. And the 2-1. Fastball off the plate, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball cut on and missed, and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. And he takes an awkward cut on a high fastball, and Sanborn strikes out to end the inning. Rolando Padalina strikes out the side here in the top of the 3rd, and it remains Cadillac 3, Lake City nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
$10.3 AV. Specializing in Betamax and multi-regional DVD. The only such service in the Quint City area. $10.3 AV.
Cadillac leading Lake City 3-0 as we enter the bottom of the 3rd. And Kurt Sanborn will go to work on Gilligan Parker at the top of the Cadillac order. Parker flied out in the 1st inning. And Sanborn's pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Slider misses low. 1-1. The 1-1. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Poked into shallow center, and that one lands in front of Colbert, and Parker is aboard with a leadoff single. So a runner on and nobody out for Pinky Slauson. Slauson grounded out in the first inning. And Sanborn from the stretch. Fastball low and outside. 1-0. The 1-0. Fastball cut on and missed. 1-1. And the 1-1. Lifted to straightaway center. Should be a routine play for Vega. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And Flipper Cortez steps in with 1 away and a runner on. And Sanborn's pitch. Curveball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch. And instead a toss over to first, but Parker's back safely. And the pitch. And the runner goes. The throw to second. And Parker is going to be tagged out trying to steal second base. And now the 2-1 to Cortez. Fastball low and inside. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Lifted to right center. Playable for Bradless. And he makes the catch to end the inning. The Cars do not score, and with 3 in the books, it remains Cadillac 3, Lake City nothing. We'll be back in a moment with the 4th inning, here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Winston T. Winston, President of WSLP Radio. I'd like to invite you to the Big Rapids Airport Lounge for a special night of fun and brevity with Frank Gilbert. It's WSLP night on the main stage, and fun is guaranteed for all. The 2-for-1 margaritas go well with the comedy stylings of Frank Gilbert and Fritz Ortega's Super Nachos. I hope to see you at WSLP night at the Big Rapids Airport Lounge. Save a seat for me, Winston T. Winston.
Top of the 4th here at Foghorn Field. Wally, McCarthy, and producer Phil back with you on this perfect night for a ball game. The Cars leading 3-0, and Lamont Bradless steps in at the top of the Loons order. Bradless struck out in the first. And Padalina's pitch. Fastball low and outside, 1-0. And the 1-0. Slapped into shallow center. And that one drops in for a base hit. And Lamont Bradless is aboard with a leadoff single here in the 4th. And here's J.P. Primero with a runner on and nobody out. And Padalina from the stretch. Hammered foul and into the stands. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he fouls another one off. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses high. 1-2. And the 1-2. Driven to shallow right. And that one drops in for a base hit. So runners on first and second now. Still nobody out for Billy DeJesus. DeJesus grounded out in the first. And the pitch. Slashed foul down the third base line. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air to right center. Palomar drifting over. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And Nate Colbert steps in with one away and runners on first and second. And the pitch. Slider in the dirt. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hard grounder up the middle. And that one squeaked through the infield for a base hit. Bradless will come in to score. And that's an RBI single for Nate Colbert. And the Loons are on the board here in the top of the fourth. Runners on first and second. One away for Franklin Vega, who grounded out in the first inning. And the pitch. Dribbled foul down the first base line. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball misses high. 1-1. The 1-1. Slow curveball called a strike. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball down and in. 2-2. And the 2-2. Fastball misses high, and the count runs full. And now the payoff pitch. Fastball misses low for ball 4. And the Loons load the bases with one away here in the top of the 4th. And here's Jose Sunderland. Bases loaded, one away. Cadillac leading 3-1. And the pitch. Skied foul and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he fouls another one off. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Slider down and in. 1-2. And the 1-2. Hard grounder to third. Patterson to second for 1, over to first in time. And that's a 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. But the Loons get on the board here in the top of the 4th. And it's now a 3-1 ball game. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Wally, McCarthy, and producer Phil reporting from Foghorn Field this evening. Cadillac leading 3-1 as we enter the last of the 4th. And Shiny Patterson steps in against Kurt Sanborn. Patterson had a double and scored a run in the second inning. And Sanborn's pitch. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. High fly ball. Deep left field. And that one will sail over the wall. And that's a long, lazy home run for Shiny Patterson to lead off the frame. And Cadillac now leads 4-1. And here's Philip Nakamura with the bases cleared and nobody out. Nakamura had a base hit in the second. And the pitch. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. 1-1. And the 1-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And Nakamura is down on strikes for out number 1. And Giovanni Gasparo steps in with 1 away and the base is empty. Gasparo flied out in the second inning. And the pitch. Slider misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Chopper through the hole. And that one will skip into left field for a base hit. And here's Gabriel Palomar with 1 away and a runner on first. Palomar belted a 3-run blast in the second inning. And Sanborn from the stretch. Fastball misses wide. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that fastball is called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. Another fastball called a strike. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Slider off the plate. 2-2. And the 2-2. Bouncing ball to short. Stipe to second for 1. Over to first in time. And that's a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. but the Cars score another run, and with 4 in the books, it's Cadillac 4, Lake City 1. We'll be back in a moment with the 5th inning, here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Tim at Baraboo Necessities. Where can you go in Baraboo to find everything you need? That's Baraboo Necessities on Berkeley Boulevard. The first 10 customers that come to our grand reopening get a Baraboo Bombers baseball cap. Baraboo Necessities, we've got what you need.
Top of the 5th here at Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan. The Cars leading 4-1. The Loons will bring the 7, 8, and 9 batters up against Rolando Catalina. And Joe Topanga digs in. Topanga struck out his first time up. And Catalina's pitch. Hammered foul of third, 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball misses outside, 1-1. The 1-1. And that fastball is called a strike, 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Curveball swung on and missed, and Topanga strikes out for the first out of the inning. And here's Ford Stipe with 1 away and nobody on. Stipe struck out in the 3rd. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play, 0-1. And the 0-1. Hit in the air to deep right field. And that one will knuckle foul and out of play, 0-2. The 0-2. Curveball down and in, 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. popped up left side. Patterson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. And Kurt Sanborn checks in with 2 down and nobody on. Sanborn struck out in the 3rd. And the pitch. Curveball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fouled back and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2. Swing and a miss on a low fastball. And Sanborn strikes out to end the inning. Rolando Padalina sets them down in order here in the top of the 5th. And it remains Cadillac 4, Lake City 1. We'll be back in a moment with more baseball, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Salty Sal of Salt City Confections. In addition to our world-famous popcorn balls, try our bonbons, rock candy, and nut-covered sweetmeats. We're located on the Manistee Riverwalk, next to the world's largest cupcake. Salt City Confections, your confection connection.
Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you here at Foghorn Field. Cadillac with a 4-1 lead over the Loons, and they'll bring the 8, 9, and 1 batters up against Kurt Sanborn. And Fritz Ortega will step in. Ortega had a base hit in the 2nd inning. And Sanborn's pitch. Fly ball into left center. And that one drops in front of a diving Bradless. Ortega hustling to second. And that ball rolls all the way to the wall. Ortega digging 3. And he will slide in safely just ahead of the tag. And that's a leadoff triple for Fritz Ortega here in the top of the 5th. And here's Rolando Padalina with a runner on 3rd and nobody out. Padalina grounded into a double play in the 2nd inning. And Sanborn from the stretch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. and the 0-1. Hammered foul and into the stands. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Flared into shallow center, and that one drops in for a hit. Ortega comes in to score, and the Cars now lead 5-1. Just a little Texas leaguer for Padalina, and that's only his 4th career RBI. So a runner on first, still nobody out for Gilligan Parker at the top of the Cadillac order. Parker is 1 for 2 with a base hit in the 3rd. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Popped up over the plate. Sunderland is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. And Pinky Slauson steps in with 1 away and a runner on first. Slauson is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Slider misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hard grounder to short. Stipe to second for 1. Over to first in time. And that's a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. But the Cars add another run, and with 5 in the books, they now lead 5-1. We'll be back in a moment with the 6th inning, after these words on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
You know me. This is Ed, Uncle Hat. It makes sense that Lake City would have the finest water ski emporium in the world, because Lake City is the home of water skiing. It's where it was invented. I want to tell you about the good folks at Samuelson's Ski Shop there in Lake City. They got everything you need for water skiing. Skis, cable barks, life jackets, soft shell. You know the drill. Why don't you go on into Samuelson's Ski Shop and tell them that Uncle Hat said hi.
top of the 6th inning here in Cadillac at Foghorn Field. The Cars leading 5-1. The Loons will bring the 1, 2, and 3 hitters up against Rolando Padalina. And here's Lamont Bradless at the top of the Loons order. Bradless had a base hit and ended up scoring the Loons' only run in the top of the 4th. And Padalina's pitch. Slider called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Slow bouncer to short. Tough play for Slauson. He fires to first, not in time. And Bradless is aboard with a leadoff single here in the top of the 6th. And here's J.P. Primero with a runner on and nobody out. Primero had a base hit in the 4th. And Padalina from the stretch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And that fastball rings him up. And Primero is down on strikes for the first out of the inning. So a runner on first, one away for Billy DeJesus, who is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball up and in. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Ripped foul and out of play. 2-1. And the 2-1. Driven to deep right field. Palomar racing over. And that one will knuckle foul and into the stands. 2-2. the 2-2. Hit in the air to shallow left. Cortez backing up. And he makes the catch for out number 2. And Nate Colbert steps in with 2 down and a runner on. Colbert has flied to right and singled to center this evening. And the pitch. Breaking ball misses high. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. 1-1. The 1-1. And he fouls another one off. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And the runner goes. Gasparo fires to second, not in time. And that's a stolen base for Lamont Bradless. And the 2-2 to Colbert. Lined into shallow right. That one falls in for a hit. Bradless will come in to score. And it's now a 5-2 ball game. And that's an RBI single for Nate Colbert. And here's Franklin Vega with 1 away and a runner on first. Vega grounded out in the second and walked in the fourth. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball called strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Fly ball, deep left field. Parker drifting back. And he makes the catch on the warning track to end the inning. But the Loons add a run, and after 5.5, it's Cadillac 5, Lake City 2. We'll be back in a moment with more baseball, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Cadillac leading 5-2 as we begin the bottom of the sixth here at Foghorn Field. And Flipper Cortez steps in against Kurt Sanborn. Cortez is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Hit in the air to left field. Bradless is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. And Shiny Patterson steps in. Patterson with a double and a home run this evening. And the pitch. Fastball high and tight. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that one plunks Patterson on the back of the leg. And he'll trot gingerly down to first. So a runner on first and 1 away for Philip Nakamura. Nakamura is 1 for 2 this evening. And Sanborn from the stretch. Fastball down and in. 1-0. And the 1-0. Driven to deep right field. Still going back. And that one sails over the wall. And that's a 2-run homer for Philip Nakamura. And the Cars now lead 7-2. And Giovanni Gasparo steps in with the bases cleared and 1 away. And the pitch. Breaking ball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Fastball misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Lined right into the glove of Colbert at second. And down goes Gasparo for out number 2. And Gabriel Palomar steps in with 2 down and a runner on first. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Popped up on the infield. Stipe is calling for it. And he makes the catch to end the inning. But the Cars add a pair on a 2-run blast by Philip Nakamura. And they now lead 7-2. We'll be back with the 7th inning in a moment here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is the Reverend Ira Gay for the Buck Stop Inn Community Theater. I hope you'll join me for their production of Our Town. The Buck Stop Inn Community Theater. Making things happen.
Top of the 7th inning here in Cadillac at Foghorn Field. Cadillac leads Lake City 7-2, and Jose Sunderland steps in against Rolando Padalina. And the pitch. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball down and in. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. 2-1. The 2-1. Fisted foul off to the left. 2-2. And the 2-2. Hit in the air to center field. Routine play for Ortega. And he makes the catch for the first out of the inning. And here's Joe Topanga with 1 down and nobody aboard. Topanga with a pair of strikeouts this evening. And the pitch. Dribbled foul down the first base line. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he fouls another one off. 0-2. The 0-2. Fastball misses low. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Fastball called strike 3. And Topanga strikes out for out number 2. And Ford Stipe steps in with 2 down and nobody on. Stipe is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Grounder to second. Cortez is up with it, and he flips to first to retire Stipe to end the inning. Catalina sets them down in order, and as we head into the stretch, it remains Cadillac 7, Lake City 2. And as the players trot off the field, the hot dog eating contest is ready to begin. And they're getting some nice cheers from the enthusiastic fans. And we'll be back with more baseball here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Gent Fredner, Mayor of Big Rapids. I'd like to invite you to tune in to the Quint Cities Celebrity Golf Invitational, or even better, join us in person. Guests include Galvin McLeod Jr., Blinky Malone, Fritz Ortega. Oh, and did I mention Beans Captain Bender Sorensen? Join me, Gent Fredner, Quint City Celebrity Golf Invitational, only on WSLP.
Dear Lord, what were they thinking? Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you on this beautiful night for a ball game here at Foghorn Field. The hot dog eating contest went a bit sideways, to say the least, but it looks like everyone's okay. All right, the Cars leading the Loons 7-2, and Fritz Ortega digs in against Kurt Sanborn. Ortega with a base hit in the second and a triple in the fifth. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that fastball is called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. Slider low and outside. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air to right center. Vega drifting over. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And here's Rolando Padalina with one away and nobody on. Padalina with an RBI single in the 5th inning. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Grounder to first. Primero will have it unassisted. And he steps on the bag for out number 2. And that will bring up Gilligan Parker at the top of the Cadillac order. Parker is 1 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Curveball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Hammered foul and out of play. 1-1. And the 1-1. And he fouls another one off. 1-2. The 1-2. High fly ball to deep left center. Vega racing back. And he makes the catch to end the inning. Cadillac goes down in order here in the bottom of the 7th. And it remains Cars 7, Loons 2. We'll be back with the 8th inning in a moment. after these words on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. You know me. This is Ed Uncle Hat. My good friends at Ed Horn's House of Sleep asked me to drop by and talk to you a minute about their mattresses and other sleep-related items. Beds, headboards, nightcaps, and essential oils. They just added the essential oils last week. Ed Horn's wife, Beatrice, got over there, and she's really into the essential oils. She makes her own. They have a few little tubs out back. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Ed Horn's House of Sleep. You don't need to count your sheep if you go to Ed Horn's House of Sleep.
Ed Horn.
Top of the 8th here at Foghorn Field in Cadillac. The Cars leading 7-2. The Loons will bring the 9-1 and 2 batters up against Rolando Padalina. And Eddie Kincaid steps in to pinch hit for Kurt Sanborn. A righty-lefty matchup. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Chopper foul of first. 0-2. The 0-2. Curveball misses outside. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Bouncer back to the mound. Padalina scoops it up and tosses to first to retire Kincaid for out number 1. And Lamont Bradless steps in at the top of the Loons order. Bradless is 2 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Hammered foul and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And that curveball misses low. 1-2. and the 1-2. Little chopper to Cortez. He's up with it and flips to first to retire Bradless for out number 2. And J.P. Primero digs in with 2 down and nobody on. Primero is 1 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Curveball cut on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1. Hard grounder to first. Nakamura is up with it, and he steps on the bag to retire Primero to end the inning. And that's another 1-2-3 inning for Rolando Petalina here in the top of the 8th. And it remains Cars 7, Loons 2. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Wally, McCarthy, and producer Phil back with you from Foghorn Field for the last of the 8th inning. Cadillac leads Lake City 7-2, and they'll bring the 2, 3, and 4 batters up to face Lake City left-handed relief pitcher Clayton Hernandez III. And Pinky Slauson checks in, a lefty-righty matchup. And the pitch. Fastball down and in. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Slider in the dirt. 2-0. And the 2-0. Fastball called a strike. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Driven to deep right field. Palomar racing back. And he will run out of room as that one sails over the wall. And that's a long, lazy solo home run for Pinky Slauson to lead off the bottom of the eighth. And the Cars now lead 8-2. And here's Flipper Cortez, who is 0 for 3 this evening. Cortez is a switch hitter and he'll bat right against Hernandez. And the pitch. Hard grounder left side. And that's a seeing eye single for Flipper Cortez as that one squeaks through. So a runner on first, still nobody out for Shiny Patterson, who will bat right against Hernandez. Patterson having a huge night with a double and a home run. And he was also hit by a pitch in the 6th inning. And Hernandez from the stretch. Slider called a strike, 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball runs high, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air to deep left. Bradless will have room. And he makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 away and a runner on first for Philip Nakamura. Nakamura is 2 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Slider called a strike, 0-1. And the 0-1. Fouled back and out of play, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Bouncer to short. Stipe to second for 1. Over to first just in time. And that's a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. But the Cars get another run across. And with 8 in the books, it's Cadillac 8, Lake City 2. We'll be back in a moment with the 9th inning, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. This is Winston T. Winston, President of WSLP. I would like to cordially invite you to WSLP Circus Days at the Carpetland parking lot on Colfax. Look for the large circus tent and the clowns making balloon sculptures. Balloons provided by Mr. King's Party Goods. There will be hot dogs and chips and snow cones and cotton candy, blue and pink flavors. Please join me, Winston T. Winston, Wally McCarthy, and Blink Redderson, and other special guests to be announced at WSLP Circus Days at the Carpetland parking lot on Colfax this weekend. Thank you.
Top of the ninth inning here at Foghorn Field. And it's getting late for the Loons, who trail 8-2. And Billy DeJesus digs in against Rolando Padalina. DeJesus is 0 for 3 this evening. And a pitch. Fisted foul off to the right. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball down and in. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Slider in the dirt. 2-1. And the 2-1. Hard grounder to third. Patterson handles it and fires to first in time to retire DeJesus for the first out of the inning. And here's Nate Colbert with one away and nobody on. Colbert is 2 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Line drive, base hit into shallow right. And Colbert is aboard with a one-out single. So a runner on first, one away for Franklin Vega. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Chopped foul down the third base line. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball brushes him back. 1-2. And the 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3 at the knees. And Vega is caught looking for out number 2. And Jose Sunderland stands in with 2 down and a runner on first. Sunderland is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball taken for a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Chopped foul and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Tapper back to the mound. Catalina scoops it up and fires to first to retire Sunderland to end the ball game. The Cadillac Cars take this one at home by a score of 8-2. Rolando Padalina pitches a complete game and he improves to 10-6. Curtis Sanborn takes the loss, and he now has a record of 0-1. For the victorious Cadillac Cars, 8 runs on 12 hits, no errors. And for the visiting Lake City Loons, 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Producer Phil and I will be back with the post-game show in a moment, here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.